Welcome to the Team Snobs podcast.
Casey, it's 9 o'clock on a Tuesday. What are you doing, sir?
Rocking and rolling. Getting ready to do a podcast with my very good friend, Mr. Mick Manhattan.
Who's that? Oh, it's me. Sorry.
That
yeah,
guy.
And of course I am the Team Snob Mick Manhattan, his very good friend. And this is, as always, Casey the Madman is with me. We have a very special show planned for you guys tonight. We have very special guests. We're going to bring them in now. We have the Circle of Nerds podcast here. We're going to have a great time. So get ready. So join us in the conversation with the comments, and let's just have a fun time. So without further ado, let me introduce Mr. Tommy D, Jackie,
hey,
and Daddy Louie. What's going on, guys? The Circle of Nerds are all here. I love it.
Hello, everyone. It's like a triumvirate, though.
It is. We are waiting on Mr. Deacon, I think. Is it for?
Yeah, I don't know where Mr. Deacon is. He's only known about this for 2 weeks. So
one of those guys who, he's always late.
Well, I hope he makes it. I definitely do.
Absolutely.
Casey's on your team.
All right, let's do it.
So very welcome to very thankful to have you guys here, and you're very welcome. I love your show. You guys are true nerds.
Nobody loves our show.
we love our show.
We love everything.
Just because we're here.
You are being humble. Nobody loves this show. No. See, that's how it goes. But we are very happy to have you guys here. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about Circle of Nerds and what you guys are doing?
I don't know who wants to take that.
You do.
That's all you.
Oh, is there a battle? Do you form a circle and then fight?
Yeah.
That's why it's Circle of Nerds. It's actually a secret nerdy fight club. Just don't tell anyone. We can't talk about the secret nerdy fight club.
That's the weirdest podcast to promote. You can't talk about it.
But you know what?
That's why we're bad at social media.
That's why we suck at social media. We're just following our own weird rules.
Yeah.
So the Circle of Nerds, we are a slightly inappropriate group of socially awkward misfits. That's kind of how we describe ourselves. We're not really good at anything, but gosh darn it, we just keep trying anyway. Just because. No, Daddy Louie has a very popular show on our channel. It is called Is It Good? He does a lot of game reviews, some unboxings. He does miniature painting, things like that. He even paints like those little statues that you see on your grandma's knick-knack shelf. He'll paint those from time to time.
A few Hummel figures, nice.
Yep, the Hummel figures.
Precious moments.
Precious moments, yes. He also has a line of erotic collectibles called Very Precious Moments that he also paints.
It's a different kind of Hummel. It's not the Hummel, it's the Hummers.
It's the Hummers, yeah. The Hummer figurines. You own some. Clearly, you're a collector.
Well, I mean, I can't tell you.
Well, I'm on eBay right now, so
he's really good at painting veins. I'll just leave it there.
Truth.
So,
this one goes all the way up.
Jay Quellen is very quickly becoming a TikTok superstar.
No.
She's very good. When she does an old lady, she does an old lady. Let me tell you, you got to check her out.
Well, yeah, there's a lot after the Daddy Louie thing. I'm not sure where we're going.
I did a whole series of Rose Nyland the last couple of days because it was Betty White's 99th birthday on Sunday.
Fingers crossed.
Happy birthday, Betty. Yeah.
She's going to live to be 200. Stop.
I think she died like 40 years ago. This is just like a Betty bot that we're encountering right now.
She's the original Futurama head in the bucket. She's actually on an animatronic body. It's perfect.
Yeah. Like her body is that bucket. It's just a very large, well-dressed bucket.
I mean, I love it. So like what is let's talk about but is it good for a second. So sure. What's your main premise of the show? What do you got going on there?
So it really started as just I was really into and still am into the board gaming hobby, and I wanted to figure out a way that I could bring that to Circle of Nerds. And so it went through many different name changes in the beginning of its of its development. You know, Daddy's Playtime, I think, was one of the first things that we had come up with.
I don't know if you picked up on the theme yet. The slightly inappropriate part.
Playing games with Daddy. There was a lot of different initial iterations, but we eventually
show them the dad choker.
The dad joker. I don't have one. one.
Yes, and Louis. Yes, and
yes, and yes, and
69-sided die, right?
yeah. So now what it's kind of turned into is my way of putting a positive spin on gaming in general. And so rather than like a lot of other reviewers and stuff out there that review games and unbox games and stuff like that, I don't nitpick the small things that might be wrong with it or the things that I don't enjoy about it. I find the things that other people may enjoy in it. So I try and communicate with the developers and the creators of the game and find out what their intentions were when they created the game. Why did they create the game? What is their target audience? And then I try and bring that heart and soul that they put into the game into the video to portray that to the audience. Because there's a ton of other people out there that are going to bash games and say, yeah, you know, I give it a 4 out of 5 or a 6 out of 20. That's just not what I do. I bring it out. I show off the game. I show how it plays. And then in the end, I say, you know, if you like this, you may enjoy what I'm showing you today. Nice. So I just try and bring positivity back into board gaming.
That is rare.
Yes.
The way that it's very refreshing.
It's a great thing because we all know with movie reviewers how terrible that can be. They're all over the place.
So I would be in movie reviewing terms, I would be like the guy that says, well, you know, if your favorite movie is Leprechaun 35, maybe you'll like this movie.
Perfect. It's like Leonard Maltin. Welcome.
Nice.
That's one of our 3 tenets that we really kind of try to adhere to: educate, entertain, and empower. We're really big on the empowerment thing, especially because as nerds, obviously, you know, hey, what's the swearing situation like around here?
Go nuts.
Ripcord. Okay. Go for it.
Fucking do it.
As nerds, we are shat upon quite often. Looked down upon. You know, nerds have had it rough. Despite the fact that a lot of the things that we
like it rough.
Some nerds do like it rough. Thank you, Jake.
That's why I was really excited for Daddy's choker.
And he has one. He's just being shy about it.
I love that Tommy started out talking about Louis painting veins and chokers, and whenever he's like, "What's the swearing situation?"
Yeah.
Oh no.
Encounters are fine. We don't mind if you're like hinting at stuff, but don't fucking say it.
Sure. I said it without saying it. Veins, that could be anything. He could be painting figurines of Arnold Schwarzenegger, not necessarily penises.
No, totally swole. We get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
My mind went right to penises. So
yeah, mine too. And it's funny that's we were kind of toying with the idea that we were going to call our next podcast "Star Wars and Dicks" because that's what every single episode devolves into. We could do a show about
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
Star Wars
and it evolved some way into Star Wars and penis talk.
I mean, those are the most important things. So really, naturally, that's where we go.
I mean, the world won't go round without either of those two things. So you need Star Wars and you need dicks. Otherwise, you got nothing.
We used to have a co-host, Casey and I, on an old show that we did. And every conversation we had somehow devolved into the Emperor's right. And everything he did was perfect.
Every time.
And every single time. And
we used to have this guy. He's no longer with us.
Well, he's not dead. I mean, whoa. We didn't kill him totally.
I mean, he's around somewhere, I think.
Turn up.
He's only mostly dead.
Right. So you get it. We just took, 40 years off his life.
Mostly dead is somewhat alive.
Well, for you guys, like, let me ask. Like, I'm guessing, Louis, yours biggest fandom is probably gaming. So, how about you guys? How Tommy and Jake Quellen? That's the only thing I'm calling you tonight is Jake Quellen.
That's fine.
So, what are your fandoms? What are your biggest ones?
Well, I'm kind of a theater nerd, to be honest. I'm like a musical theater person. They're definitely giving me a Star Wars education. Like a lot of times, we do the inner circle for our Patreon subscribers. We've been like breaking down Mandalorian episodes, and I come with my pages of notes, and I'm like, am I supposed to know what this means? And can you tell me what this is? So I'm getting my education there. It's my education and empowerment of Jake Wellen.
Education of Jake Wellen.
Right.
Old school Cinemax movie.
Yeah, sometimes they call me the nitwit because I'm the nerd in training.
Strong.
So I don't know. What do I like? I like
I think you summed it up. Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars.
The Golden Girls.
Hamilton.
Yeah.
Right.
Louis is actually a bigger Hamilton
That's where I
fan.
started.
Yeah, I think I'm a bigger Hamilton fan than Jake Wellen.
I like it, but Louis is the real big Hamilton.
He's the one. Xanadu, as you can see, she likes Xanadu quite a bit.
Xanadu.
We did that on one of our shows. We actually had we kind of broke that down. We do this thing on another one of our shows where we'll pick a movie, we'll all watch it, and then we'll kind of like analyze it. And Xanadu is one of the choices. And I got to tell you,
best.
It's a weird movie.
It's the best. The muses come down from Mount Olympus to inspire a roller disco. It's amazing.
Yeah. Totally
Gene Kelly's last movie. I love Gene Kelly.
But Olivia Newton-John. I mean, all things are forgiven as long as Olivia's in it.
It's the best soundtrack. Olivia Newton-John and Electric Light Orchestra. It is the best.
Yeah, that's pretty strong.
Yeah.
You can't really talk smack.
I'm like an 85-year-old woman also.
So do you knit?
I used to, yeah.
There you go, strong.
I haven't lately.
Jason saying Star Wars and Dicks is brilliant. So
yeah.
Hi, Jason.
We need that show.
Done and done. I've been getting some pushback from the rest of the crew, but not from the entire crew. But there's a couple people on the Circle of Nerds team that say maybe we should not call it Star Wars and Dicks. Maybe we should.
I feel like we'd find our people.
I mean, but how many times do you just, you're in the shower and you happen to grab the old member and pretend it's a lightsaber? Come on, that's pretty common, right?
We don't have one, you guys.
Yeah, she doesn't. But she has the Sarlacc pit. So she can pretend that Boba Fett is plunging into the Sarlacc pit over and over again.
I feel like that should be an insult, but okay. It works. Yeah.
I mean,
if you stay in there too long, you're going to be digested.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is there's a Boba Fett vibrator out there somewhere.
There's got to be. People say battery-operated boyfriend. Why can't you have battery-operated boba? That's got to be out there somewhere.
There's a Mandalorian helmet waiting to penetrate you.
With the rocket-firing backpack.
I feel like it would look like a Pez dispenser, though. It could be both. It could,
I'm sure he'll dispense something.
Justice love.
Jesus Christ, that's awesome.
Where is he back?
I will say this. Tim Johnson says theater for the win, and I do agree. Yeah. Starlight Express needs to be added to the weird list.
Oh, man. That's another
so
roller skating musical, Starlight Express.
Well, because musicals and roller skating just go hand in hand. Yeah. Like it just fits. Who doesn't want a roller derby when you're rocking out to Olivia Newton-John?
Who doesn't want to roller skate right off a stage?
So when is Hamilton on ice?
Live theater, folks.
I want to see. Hamilton on ice.
Listen, anybody can be a geek of anything. I don't want to take it away from them. Roller skating is kind of hard.
I suck at it. I can't roller skate. That's like I could never do that musical because I can't roller skate.
Could you imagine that on the stage?
It is. This is a musical. This is a musical poster. Like this is the movie one.
Okay, yeah.
There's a musical theater version. Broadway's surprise hit musical. Winner of the Best New Musical Tony Award 2008.
I mean, what's it a surprise when you have ELO in your soundtrack?
They added 2 songs for the musical, actually.
Oh.
They added Evil Woman by ELO, and they added Have You Never Been Mellow from Olivia Newton-John.
Wow.
Can we just do trivia just about Xanadu? Because I really got that locked up.
Is Is
I'm gonna
Twist
tell
of
you right
Fate
now.
one of those?
No.
Because Olivia Newton-Strange Twist of Fate's absolute favorite.
It's a good one. It's not there.
I'm
That's
going to tell you right
okay.
now. There's
No,
no
it's
definitive question.
That was the first thing I ever heard from Olivia Newton-John was the Xanadu. When I was a kid, I was given albums. I was given a George Carlin stand-up album, a Bill
Brain
Cosby
dropping.
stand-up album, and the Xanadu soundtrack. Those were the first three albums that I ever owned as a child. As a child who was
That's all
Very
you need.
diverse collection.
I think I had like Alvin and the Chipmunks and the Monkeys, and then
Yeah, no.
there was some weird book
Animal
on tape.
theme.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, someone thought that I should have Cosby and Carlin. That's a nice duality there, and then just slide Xanadu right in the middle of it.
Also a nice
And that's what I would
duality.
listen to when I would go to sleep at night. That might explain some things. I
Yeah,
don't know.
what were you, like 8? I feel like it's problematic around that age.
I was a youngster. I was sub-teen at that point. I was yeah.
So you hadn't fully
17.
discovered yourself. So it makes sense. Cosby was still safe.
Yeah,
Pudding
but then Carlin followed it up, and then I had some weird things with Olivia, so it was just like all these different layers, and then I got the
Really?
Hobbit soundtrack, and then that just forget about it, Gollum and all that, and then it was a lost cause.
Well, I will say this: I got when it comes down to like the musicals like that and stuff, I can't really take them that much. But Xanadu, after watching it, it is one movie I truly want to see remade. But I don't know how to do that.
Remade? No.
Yeah, I want it brought in. But who do you get?
What if we take the music from Xanadu and put it to like Barbarella?
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work. That's an acid trip.
Just how do you replace Gene Kelly?
Make it an anime.
She did easily in the movie. Very easily with the other dude from Warriors.
Michael Beck.
I didn't know he could smile until I saw that movie.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to guarantee
recast Michael Beck. I'd be all right.
So who are we casting for that?
I'm saying Zoe Saldana. If you want a hit, that woman's like she's a hit maker.
Nah, she likes sci-fi. She's not into all that weird.
Or Zendaya.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, T-Swy. I'm hip.
Who roller skates though? Like they have to be a really good roller skater.
We would have to come into the new millennium and then go back a decade, and then it would be rollerblade.
Well, I want to say, Jason, I'm sorry that your first record was The Sound of Music. Probably the shittiest movie ever made. I truly hate that movie. I've yes, Casey. I have for many years spoken out against The Sound of Music. I hate that movie.
I don't know why, man. The Von Trapps were just running from the Nazis like most people in the 40s who wasn't a fan of that.
For the last 10 minutes of the movie, they're running from the Nazis. For the last 10 minutes of the movie. The rest of it's all bullshit. You have an interesting part in the last 10 minutes.
If you think about it, The Sound of Music is basically Inglourious Bastards, but a musical.
So, like, Julie Andrews is the leader?
Yeah.
But it's, all right.
Okay.
That would be like saying Inglourious Bastards there was no Nazi killing or no Nazis until the last 10 minutes. It's just them kind of hanging out for like 90 minutes. And then they were like, hey, let's go kill some Nazis.
They were singing, and there was beautiful countryside, and there was twirling. There was a lot of twirling.
On the album.
So much twirling.
Amazing.
I love gazebo dancing.
Now, and it's not anything like, it's not that I don't like musicals. I love musicals. I love Mary Poppins, King and I love all of these movies. It's The Sound of Music.
Are you just against the idea of Liesl trying to get drunk the whole time?
I don't. It's the whole thing.
I'm a big Rodgers and Hammerstein fan. Like
Seven Brothers.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, great movie.
So bad. I'm a big Rodgers and Hammerstein fan. Sound of Music is just. It's so bad. I've been in it, but it's just so.
Thank you. I catch so much shit from the movie community for hating Sound of Music and from the geek community for hating Dune.
Yeah, the Dune thing is terribly wrong. You're just a broken man.
So bad.
You know
So
what?
boring. There's
I'm
cool
with you
things
on
about it.
Dune. I'm right there with you. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a well done movie, and who doesn't like Sting? But it's about 4.5 hours too long. I think they could have done the whole thing in about 10 or 15 minutes. And I mean, to be totally honest, I really think Beetlejuice was a better version of Dune than Dune was. So,
Yep.
I don't know. It's just
100% agree.
probably the new iteration.
All the
We're gonna have to
uninteresting
agree to
stuff was
disagree,
happening
and Mike's
outside of
wrong.
Beetlejuice's house.
I've never seen it.
I haven't
That's
either.
I know. I'm gonna get.
So
drunk
Louie and I
over
are
it.
also on the team.
But I haven't
of-
seen any of the movies you guys were talking about for like the last 10 minutes. So
You're,
Dune
you
is
are
worth
safe,
watching.
sir.
Like
You are
if
safe.
you've got like
I think they're
7.5
doing a
hours-
remake that's coming out this year. I'll wait
We
for
are,
the
yeah,
remake.
with Timothy
Guys?
Chalamet.
Yes.
I will see that.
Louis hates Big Trouble in Little China. Hates it.
Yeah.
I guess he's Team Mick. Oh no, he's Team Casey.
What? Louis. All right, I have to know why, though. I mean, what's the reasoning behind it? I can understand people who hate Sound of Music and Dune. I get it.
Because
Yeah,
he's a
when it comes
communist.
to-
That's the only
when-
explanation. He's a
No,
communist.
shut your face.
I agree with Tim.
So I don't like John Wick either, but that's a different conversation for a different day.
I can understand that, too.
Yeah, the
Louis,
John Wick
you
thing.
are a very interesting human being.
I don't understand the appeal of the John Wick movie.
You don't
Mister,
refer to him
I'm
as a
so
human
positive.
being.
I love all board games. Big Trouble Little China sucks.
Is it martial arts? Do you just
So when
hate
it comes to
martial arts?
older movies, okay, I'm a nostalgia person. So like if I saw it when I was young, like it's very near and dear to my heart, right? So like The Never-Ending Story, one of my favorite movies of all time. Willow, The Dark Crystal, like so many things that are like really, really corny. Like when you watch them now, but I love them. Even
Big Trouble in Little China is all the corn. It
Right.
was
He just
I
didn't
didn't
see it when
see
he
Big
was
Trouble
a
in
kid.
Little China. I didn't see Big Trouble in Little China until like March or April of 2020, like right after COVID had started. I'd never seen Big Trouble in Little China. I had a hard time getting through it. That movie is so stupid. There is nothing funny, fun. It's just so stupid. I had a really hard time getting through that movie. And I told the rest of the circle, I was like, anyone who thinks that Big Trouble in Little China is better than, say, Masters of the Universe, which is the greatest.
Oh my
movie
God,
ever made.
Best Masters of the Universe.
You
Yeah.
won Casey over. You
Woo!
won because Casey. I can
Woo,
see
that was
how
close.
Casey lived his life by Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah, Masters of the Universe is my favorite movie
And
of
I
all
didn't
time.
Yes,
that
I love
until this
Gwildor,
year.
man. He was amazing.
So good.
So
good.
good.
But
Masters
man,
of the Universe has caused me impotency, male pattern baldness, and all my teeth are loose from watching it once.
Yeah, see, totally different on this end because it definitely actually helps cure my ED every time I watch it. I'm immediately just like, hey, everybody, what's up?
yeah. Even like from the opening scroll, you're like, you get so fired up, man. The
Yeah.
music, the intro, it's so good.
Yeah, the intro is amazing, and that's where it ends.
No.
And then the credits are really good.
What about the
But then you
chicken,
get that
the
part in the
bucket of
middle.
chicken? I mean,
Yeah, the
Courtney
bucket of
Cox is crushing it. Come on. Evil Lynn.
Courtney Cox
It's
is
Evil Lynn.
not-
Oh yeah,
Stunning.
Evil in live action. Come on now.
Yeah,
I
even-
gotta agree with Louis. I don't hate the movie, but I will say this: when you save the world with a keytar, it's kind of tough
So
to
good.
believe.
I mean,
But they didn't like Flash Gordon, and I was, why don't you like Flash Gordon? It's the same damn movie.
Oh
It's
yeah,
the
that's a
same-
tough one.
Oh, that's a very different movie. It's a
Oh,
substantially
Flash Gordon
different
is my-
movie.
Flash
I
Gordon is
love
my
Flash
love.
Gordon.
I love Flash Gordon more than I love Star Wars. And I love Star Wars quite a bit. I
Yeah.
love Flash Gordon more.
Okay,
And
fair.
I love Flash Gordon more than I love Louis.
Well, that just
Whoa.
seems hurtful.
whoa.
My goodness. No,
Wow.
Louis. Hey, Louis. Don't cry. Don't cry.
You
Hey,
guys
you
looking
look.
for another member of your podcast. I'm thinking about converting.
And
Lou-
take your Masters of the Universe with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it on over. I'm cool with that. Come on by.
There's
Let's
a
do
lot
this.
There's a lot of
No.
classic movies that I know that I haven't seen. Like, I'll give you another one. I haven't seen Die Hard.
I haven't either.
Yeah.
You didn't
And
see
I know like
Spaceballs
that's a
until
tough one.
2020.
The Godfather. I've never seen The
Spaceballs.
Godfather.
Yeah, he
I
just
was
recently
kind
watched
of
Spaceballs.
understand
Oh
that.
yeah, I just recently watched Spaceballs, and that was tough to get through too.
Yeah, look, I'll give you the nostalgia factor is such a big part in all
I mean,
those
there were
movies.
funny parts. It was definitely better than Big Trouble in Little China. Oh my gosh!
Oh, God.
Oh my
Like,
god.
oh man. If we ever have to do a movie night with the Circle of Nerds and watch Big Trouble in Little China, I'm gonna have to get one of those contraptions that like holds your eyeballs open. You
Like
know,
in a closet
to
room.
watch the movie like this the whole time. Because
Louis, I got a better idea.
When
When you guys are going to do Big Trouble in Little China, you and I swap out. I'll wear a daddy hat. I'll come in strong.
I have a couple
Let's do
extra. I can
He
send
has
you
a whole collection. He can
I
send
have
you
a
one,
collection of daddy hats.
and maybe a choker.
I don't have a choker.
Yes, you do.
It's called
Yeah.
a collar and a leash. It's not a
Yeah.
choker.
Right.
Oh my god.
It's with the ball
That was
that
perfect.
I got you for Christmas. It came as a
Yeah, don't mess with Jason and John Candy. I mean, John Candy was the patron
Oh
saint
yeah,
of
I like John Candy a lot.
John Candy
I
does no
remember
wrong. He was
listening to you guys your podcast last week, and you were talking about best John Candy movies, and I keep going. Like I still can't
Uncle
figure
Buck?
out if it's Uncle Buck or Great Outdoors. I'm more towards Great Outdoors,
Me
Yeah,
too.
great
I
outdoors.
really think it just I think that's more because of the
planes,
good
trains, and
combination.
automobies. That's mine for John.
It's a different kind of movie, though.
Great one. A very different movie. And that's why I
It
like
is.
Uncle Buck, because Uncle
It
Buck
is.
has that where he gets to be a trashy person, whereas in Great
Yeah.
Outdoors, he's the good person.
Right.
I like to see him be trashy because he's
Yeah, you
hilarious.
can watch Uncle Buck anytime.
Mhm.
And no
Sure.
matter what mood you're in, you throw Uncle Buck on and you're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like
I like
some
him-
great outdoors John Candy though.
I like
He's
John
sweet,
Candy as a dad character.
Yeah.
He's always a great dad character. Those aren't pillows.
Have you seen Soapdish though?
So
I mentioned, yeah, I
Yeah, I've
mentioned
seen
it to Tommy like a few weeks ago, and he never heard of it.
Yeah,
So
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
he
Good one.
would like write stories,
Soapdish.
and then they would like come off the page and come true.
then they we were talking to. I was very fortunate to be with on the Three Geeks podcast with Jason last week, and we interviewed his daughter Jen, and she had so many wonderful stories about her dad. Like he remained a radio disc jockey pretty much his whole life up in Canada. Like he would broadcast from California.
Wow.
So crazy. He was just that type of guy. Like he loved doing all this stuff. Like he did Camp Candy because he wanted to do something for his kids.
Yeah,
With his
he's an
kids.
amazing guy, and that's why. Like I always loved him in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles because to see him work opposite Steve Martin, the king of wit, the god of wit. I mean, just to see the two of them. I mean, that's comedy gold on so many different levels.
Exactly. You've got the one over the top, and you've got the perfectly droll delivery
Yeah.
constantly from Martin. It was beautiful. And I do really love that contrast in styles. But that movie kind of holds its own sanctity for the Thanksgiving travel. You know, it's got its own little set segment. So I don't watch it all the time. It's got a certain time frame. Whereas, like we said, Uncle Buck and Great Outdoors,
Uncle Buck.
any old time.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
So
you-
we're all John Candy nerds here, is what we're saying.
yeah. My
I think
uncle
we can agree
basically
on
which
is
one.
John
Love it.
Candy.
We found our common ground.
Yeah.
I may hate Sound of Music, but I love John Candy. So I have a heart. So who is ready for some trivia? I know Mr. Deacon didn't make it on, so it's a little scrambled. But Case, do you still want to do teams, or do you want to join a team?
I say we just throw it out and just do Jeopardy style.
All right,
People
God.
raise their hand to buzz in.
Oh God, no.
I can do that. I have
We
a
raise
question.
our hand.
Mm-hmm.
What did Mike say?
Pen and paper.
He said, speaking of a cure for my ED, is that Captain Rex? Well, yes, it is. That is Captain Rex. I'm glad that he's giving you pleasure.
All right. So let's do it this way. We'll do it. First person to raise their hand gets the question. How's that sound? And the most points at the end wins.
Okay.
Louis just keeping his hands up. Is that what's happening? I got this.
Do you have to answer in the form of a question?
No, here I wouldn't. You do it, or you'd mess up, and I still wouldn't
Answer.
understand.
Okay.
But raise your hand first.
I
Okay.
wouldn't remember to answer in the form of a question anyway. I would answer in the form of a of a semicolon. If that is
It's after 9 p.m. I don't think any of us are going to functionally be able to pull a question out like that. What are things with things and stuff?
Exactly.
That's basically where I'm at. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys pick, and because you're the guests, Tommy was the first one on in the waiting room, so I'm going to let him pick. You have categories of horror movies, sci-fi movies, comic books, or fandom.
Ooh.
Which I would like to just say the fandom questions were selected by myself and Mick out of what we love. So with no consideration of y'all whatsoever.
You know what? Let's do fandom. Let's do that. Since that was I think it's a fair compromise since you guys picked that.
I can't believe I got to do this, but I'm going to do it.
We get smacked around, but that's okay.
Okay. In the 1986, and I swear to God this is on here, in the 1986 John Carpenter film Big Trouble in Little China, what is the name of the three storms?
Oh.
Casey, you're not answering?
Well, I mean, I could. I was giving everyone an opportunity.
No,
I don't want to be rude.
I can't.
I really
remember.
need to itch my face, but I can't raise my hand.
All right, Case, what do you got for me?
Thunder, who explodes. Rain, who just goes a lot.
With the fork.
Exactly. And lightning.
Yeah. Lightning, yeah.
All right.
Who was actually the inspiration for Raiden in Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
1 point for Casey.
Yep, and I'm officially as high as Everest.
I edited all of these clips today, so I'm playing every damn one.
I feel like in that clip that was just way extra. They could have just thrown the, they didn't really have to show off.
The whole movie is like that.
That's the idea.
Oh, I know.
The ultimate extra.
I love it.
It really is.
Extra. Oh, man.
That should be the name of the sequel. Big Trouble in Little China Extra.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Let's do it. It's going to be The Rock, so, I mean, hey.
Oh, God.
All right. So, Jackie, you were the second one on today, so I'm going to give you the second.
Who's Jackie? Are you talking about
Jake Quellen? Jake Quellen.
There we go.
So I'm not going by who gets the point. I'm going around the horn first. First one's around the horn. Because Casey, you just helped develop.
So it changes. Okay.
So fandom, comic books, horror movies, sci-fi. There are no Sound of Music questions.
Sci-fi.
All right.
I'm not gonna know any of them anyway.
You might know this one. Okay. In the Terminator, who plays one of the punks confronted and killed by the T-800 when he arrives in 1984? Oh, Tommy D.
Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton is correct. And I have something here, but I can't find
Show it on
at
TV?
the moment.
You can't do that on television.
No, you cannot.
Nice night for a walk. Wash day tomorrow. Nothing clean, right?
Nothing clean, right?
Hey, I think this guy's a couple cans short of a six-pack.
You're close. Give them to me.
All right, Tommy, you got the point. Now I'll give somebody else an extra point if they can tell me who the other guy in that scene was.
A vampire in almost every vampire movie?
Buffalo Bill. No, he's not.
He was in every episode of the X-Files, I think. He was every alien monster man in the X-Files ever.
Yep. And Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And he did play Buffalo Bill and Joe Dirt. Very good.
Yeah, I was like, he looks like the guy, and I knew I saw him in something. Yeah. I don't know.
Brian Thompson. It's Brian Thompson, and he's probably most famous for the villain creating the New World Order in Cobra.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
so Louis, you are up next. Pick a category.
Of course.
Hmm?
He said comic books.
Comic books. All right. Let me.
Uh-oh.
So,
Can we play teams?
what comic was the first appearance of Deadpool? Well, anybody can answer. Remember, you can raise your...
Yep.
Yep, anyone can answer.
Tommy, what you got?
I want to say Cable, but I don't think that's right. I know it was a Leafield thing. It was Image Comics, I think, but I don't think that's correct.
Was it X-Force by chance?
It was
Oh.
The New Mutants, number 98.
Oh!
I was going to say that.
I thought it was Image Comics.
Yeah, okay.
Jake Cullen, you were so close. I'm right there with you. I know.
Can you put that back up? Can you pop that back up on the screen?
I surely can.
Do you want to see that package?
No. I want to see. That's Leafield, right? I just want to see if there's any feet. And no.
Nope.
Leafield hated drawing feet. Well, he can't draw anything, but anyway, that's.
Are you trying to get extra credit points, Tommy? It's not going to
No,
work.
I just like to shit on Rob Leafield any chance I get. He's a hack.
That's beautiful. Oh, that's some good vitriol. We got to bring him more Leafield stuff now. Fuel.
All right, Casey, you pick a category.
All right, I am going to go with sci-fi.
All right, I'm going with one of mine. Name one of RoboCop's prime directives. You get an extra point if you can name all three.
Defend the innocent.
And
You didn't raise your hand.
What if I didn't have hands, Jake Wellen? Wouldn't that be pretty gnarly? That's just rude.
I saw you raise your.
I'm going to let everybody who didn't judge be the judge or didn't answer be the judge. It's not defend the innocent; it's protect the innocent. Should we give it to him?
Yeah, that's fine. Unless we're going for like an exact quote, let him have it. It's fine.
All right, you got the point.
Thanks, guys.
All right, now it's free for all. Now I'm going to ask a fandom question. First person to raise their hand gets it.
Do we have to answer too, or do I just have to raise my hand?
I think you have to get the question right.
Oh, he said the first person to raise their hand gets the point.
There you go.
Just clarifying.
That works. Go ahead. Just raise your hand now then. Point. Jake Wellen.
Points.
You get
How
a
long
point.
after the original series does TNG take place? Tommy, is that you raising your hand?
What? Say that again?
How long after the original series does TNG take place?
Oh, shit.
I don't even know what TNG is.
The next generation.
The next generation.
Of Star
Trek. I get points because I knew that TNG meant the next generation.
Yes.
God, it's like
Louis.
I'm just gonna guess 500 years.
Ooh, close.
Incorrect, sir.
No,
and I have something for that.
No! No!
Every wrong answer gets that one.
Calm down, Jean-Luc.
Any other guesses?
God, I want to say it's like 150 or 200 years. I don't know exactly though. I think it's like 200 years.
No!
No, I just want to be wrong. 20 years.
20 years?
No!
Well, all right. 300
7
years?
All right. Does anybody have a guess in the comments section? Anybody have a guess in the comments section? I'm gonna let that one. I'm gonna give it to the audience to watch, and I'm gonna ask another fandom question. Don't worry, it's not Star Trek. We'll do. I didn't pick any Star Wars because I thought,
Why give them one that they could get right?
Why give them any advantage at all?
I still won't get it right. It's fine.
How about Firefly?
I've seen that.
Okay.
What famous actor played a younger Simon Tam?
He's dreamy.
I think you froze, Tom. Okay, Tommy, what do you got?
I believe that's Zac Efron.
This is so da bien hua. It's really gonna. Just keep your head in the game. You gotta get your head in the game.
Oh my God. Greatest Showman. Greatest Showman.
It's a great movie.
Like
Great movie.
no clips of Zach from Baywatch?
I thought about that. But if he hated his body in that, I gotta respect him.
You need Jason Momoa from Baywatch.
God. He was so little.
Wasn't that Aquaman?
Yeah.
Anthony Perry, 100 years. You are correct, sir.
You know, you're very good at this. Very good. Much better than you realize. Well, I hope I'm better than you realize.
And you get the Riker.
Yay, Anthony.
100
Hooray!
years. Great job. All right, so we're going to no points awarded yet. All right, we have. Let's try. How about Harry Potter?
Okay, go.
Never seen it.
How many Horcruxes did Voldemort make? Oh, Louis.
7.
He knows. You know who? He knows we broke into Gringotts. He knows what we took, and he knows we're hunting Horcruxes.
There we go. 7.
Voldemort's mom was a Horcrux.
Yes, she was.
Oh, snap.
All right, I'm going a horror movie right now. I want to know what everybody thinks. Horror's my probably biggest geekdom, so I want to throw it out there. Okay, what horror movie features a serial killer wearing a mask inspired by an Edvard Munch painting?
Munch.
Yep, Louis.
Scream.
I actually
Very
knew
nice.
that one. Man.
Very nice.
Oh, Jake Quellen, just a little slow.
I know.
I'm gonna throw up a lob for Jake Quellen.
Oh God.
What classic horror movie features a serial killer in a William Shatner mask?
Jake
I'm
Quellen.
gonna give it. I gotta give it to Jake Quellen.
Okay,
I
so
don't
go,
even-
go.
Well, it's Jason, right? But I don't know the name of the movie. I don't know the name of the movie.
No! No!
I don't know.
Jason wore a hockey mask.
You got John Luke again.
Tommy, since you had the first hand up, what
I'm
do you got?
picturing the guy. I just named the
That
wrong
would
person.
be, of course, Mr. Michael Myers. from
That one.
Halloween.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant.
All right, we have a 3-way tie. We're going to do a tiebreaker right now. But, Jake Quellen, if you answer this, I'm going to give you 3 points. How's that sound?
Damn.
It's like the Golden Pit.
So whoever gets this one is the winner. Even though I spent all day getting little clips.
No, keep going. Let's see the clips. That's fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just keep riding with the clips.
Sci-fi movie. Which 1987 film featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger was based on a 1982 novel of the same name written by Stephen King? I didn't see who lifted their hand
It was
first.
him.
No, go ahead. Go ahead,
No,
Daddy
you
Louie.
go.
No,
You
go
go.
ahead.
You guys
No,
are way
you
too
go.
polite. Tommy, go.
'Cause I'm probably wrong.
I'm probably wrong too. I
You
was,
go.
I was going to say Total Recall.
Nope. You want to guess, Louis?
No, because I was gonna say Total Recall.
Jake Quellen, you got a guess?
Any Arnold Schwarzenegger movie from the 80s?
Conan the Barbarian.
Good try. I like
You
it.
don't get
Respect
it,
the
Casey.
answer.
I can't give that one to you.
Yeah, no, that
Suburban Commando. Oh no, that was Hulk Hogan.
it's Hulk
No.
Hogan. Oh no.
Here is Sub-Zero. Now, Plane Zero.
The Running Man.
So good.
Running Man.
So
that
good.
Was a Stephen King novel? I had no
Shockingly
idea.
enough. Yep.
The Green Mile was a Stephen King novel. The points for that.
And the
never
Green
even
Mile
seen
would have
that
done better had Arnold Schwarzenegger been in it. Instead of
Mr.
Tom
Dyer,
Hanks.
I cannot disagree with you.
You know what? I'm going to go with that, Tommy. I back that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked.
The
it
name
worked
is
so
spelled
well with
coffee.
The Running Man.
Like the drink, only not spelled the same.
All right.
I'm going to reach my hand down your throat and rip out your goddamn spine.
That was almost it. That was almost one I was going to use. All right. Which actor plays Picard's clone in Star Trek Nemesis?
If no one else answers, we got to put this out. Okay, Louis?
Louis.
Is it Patrick Stewart?
Negative. Good try, though.
It would make the most logical sense.
Jaqueline, I'm looking at you with this hint. He wore a mask and fought Batman. And it's not a great hint. Very broad hint.
You merely adopted the dog. I was born in it.
In a movie.
Robot Sean Connery.
He played Bane.
Oh, so not Jim Carrey?
No.
He
Would
was
have been
the
really
man
different
that
Bane.
fought Batman.
It's true. That's true.
It's true.
Well, did he wear a mask? Oh, I guess he covered his
No,
eyes.
I said he was the mask.
He was masked and he fought Batman, so that worked.
Oh, don't spit that out. There it goes. It's coming back.
God.
It amazes me how little you know yourself.
Oh, it's Tom.
Skinny Tom Hardy.
Skinny Tom Hardy.
He's such
Are
a
you
good actor.
shaking your head because you don't know who Tom Hardy is, or are you shaking your head because you didn't know it was him?
I don't know who Tom Hardy is.
Ooh. That's okay. You've probably seen Tom Hardy without knowing that it was Tom Hardy. He's that good.
Definitely. I
I
definitely
put him on
have.
the same level as like Gary Oldman, and I don't put very many people close to Gary Oldman.
No, agree.
So-
He is fantastic, especially in Legend. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
I am going to say that I'm going to give her an extra point, at least right now, because she did say Buffalo Bill. Joe Dirt for Brian Thompson.
Yeah.
Nobody
The
else
mask-
knew
The
that.
Jim
besides
Carrey thing
Tom.
was good. The Jim
It was
Carrey thing
good.
was that
I
was a
made
nice
a connection. It was a really wrong connection, but I made one.
Not wrong at all. You just went really roundabout. That's it.
Yeah.
Just-
I took a detour.
yeah, down to Venus and back. It was wonderful.
How about some comic book questions?
Sure, why not?
How about it?
Good question.
I love it.
Yeah. You get a point for that?
Me too.
What number issue of Spider-Man was the first full appearance of Venom? Oh, Louis.
300.
You got it.
Yes. Mike and Mick and I actually went to AwesomeCon where I picked up that copy. I was so
And it was-
excited to have it.
It was just sitting there. Like the guy I don't even think knew what he had.
Really? That's
weird.
that's awesome.
I got it for $60. It was amazing. And I had to double
Wonderful
check. I was
deal.
like, is this even the right one? Is it the right version? You know, the right print? That was fantastic.
Did you see the Spawn variant cover that Todd did? It was basically he did that cover, the Spider-Man cover, but he did it as Spawn for Spawn. I think it was 300th issue.
Spawn
Yep,
300,
when Spawn
yeah.
was all, when he's kind of hunched over and all big
Yeah.
and all muscular, all bulgy like a moose. It was wonderful.
Got a moose knuckle.
Ooh, girl, watch out.
Yeah, I that was one of my favorites of that book. That 300 was a great book too.
Yeah, it was.
Just fun.
The only Spawn I still have left is actually the one where he fights the KKK and hangs the judge at the end. It was fantastic.
Nice. I have Spawn 1 and Spawn 300 signed by Todd McFarlane. I got lucky. He was doing free autographs. He's an amazing man, just in his own right. Like when he goes to conventions and does autographs, he does them 100% for free. And
Yeah.
all he does is he limits how many you can have signed. And he gives out tickets. So like when we went to the convention, we had to wait in a line to get a ticket. And if you were there with a press pass or you were there with a vendor pass, they were only giving so many of those out because he knows that those vendors are just getting comics signed so that they can turn around and sell them at their booths. So he gives more tickets away to the fans than he does to the vendors. And he, like I said, he does everything 100% free, whereas most people will charge 10, 20, 30 bucks an autograph.
Yeah.
He signs everything for free. So I was lucky enough to have him sign issue 1 and issue 300.
That's
so it's really,
amazing.
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss those days of conventions when we would go and maybe it was like $10 or something like that for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were cool about it. I remember Julie Benz I met at a convention one time, and she had me sit down with her. She was the sweetest human being on the world. I think this is like right before Dexter. And she signs a picture for me. She took a picture with me on my disposable camera. And she even like said, she was like, listen, you don't have to give anything, but like I am collecting for this charity. And she told me all about like this animal charity she was collecting for. And I was like, yeah, here's $20, of course. I mean, I think that's great. And most of the celebrities I've met at conventions back then were like that. Like if they charged, it was mostly going to like, either to pay for the stuff that they had made up or charities.
Yeah, last convention I went to, I got my photograph taken with the entire cast. Well, not the entire cast, most of the cast of Boy Meets World, and that shit was like $300.
Holy crap! But awesome pick too. I mean, was Topanga there? Or was Mr. Feeney?
It's Corey, Topanga, Sean, Eric, and Mr. Feeney.
That's an amazing kit. What a great lineup, man!
It's like $300, but I mean, when was I ever going to get a chance to get my picture taken with Mr. Feeney again? You know,
right?
So that's phenomenal. 100 years old. He's up there with Betty White.
Two fandoms because you get Knight Rider.
He did Knight Rider, right?
So let me ask you this: convention-wise, so kind of going that way. What are some of your favorite conventions, or who are some of your favorite celebrities you guys have met?
I'll go first because I've only been to one.
He's only been to one.
I've only been to one. And I met Emily Swallow with Tommy, and she's amazing. She's been on our show twice.
Oh wow,
very cool.
Yeah, she's cool. Colossal Con for me by far. It's been my favorite. I've been to Star Wars Celebration. I've been to a bunch of cons, but Colossal Con is absolutely my favorite.
What's Colossal Con?
It started out as an anime convention, but you know how most conventions, they start out as one thing and then they turn into everything. But basically the premise of this is, your favorite character on vacation, essentially. So it's held at a resort called Kalahari here in Ohio. And basically what everybody does is, because it's a tropical resort type of theme, you dress as your favorite, you cosplay as your character as they would be at the beach. So it's a really, really
imagine every female anime character ever in a bathing suit.
Yeah.
There is that, but there's also a lot of there's also a lot of guys that are dressed as I don't know what it is, but every year, what's her name? Misty from Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of dudes are dressing as Misty for this. Booty short, crop top, suspenders, the whole nine. But,
sweet. I mean, I would.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I wouldn't.
But what I like about the convention is that it's a really, really good entry-level con for cosplayers, because you don't have to have anything that's screen accurate, because you're doing a character, what would they look like at the beach? Sure, there's certain, fandoms where you've got beach iterations of the characters, but for the most part, this is, whoever your character is, whoever you love. Like I were a Mandalorian, so from the waist up, it was Mandalorian just with the armor, no flight suit, and some like boogie board shorts that had like mythosaur skulls and Boba Fett on it, and flip flops. And then I had a squirt gun that I painted up to look like a blaster, a straw hat, and a beach towel for a cape.
Where is this Mecca you speak of?
Yeah, that's
Sandusky, Ohio. Cedar Point.
Well, who doesn't want to go to Sandusky?
Cedar Point. I was gonna be Princess Peach, but it got canceled.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean the whole vid thing, I get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But it is awesome because it's brought all of us together here today. Without COVID, this would not be happening, and I am honored to meet all of you. This is fantastic.
You as well.
Yeah, I'd love having you on. The only thing I will say about cosplay, there's only one cosplay I'll ever do because it's the most comfortable and it's the most affordable, and that's Arthur Dent from Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yeah.
Pajamas and bathrobe and a towel. That's it.
You can't go wrong.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like, what's it? Chubby Thor.
Dad bod Thor. That's what I want to do right here. Dad bod Thor.
It's like a robe and a hammer.
The camera adds 179 pounds.
Everybody knows that. I'm actually a wafer thin. It's
Yeah, no, Casey, she wasn't talking to you.
No, it's just an easy cosplay. It's a robe and a hammer. Like, actually not even a hammer. It's like
you don't even need a hammer.
robe.
No, there's more to it. I've researched that shit for screen
I
accuracy.
know, because you were gonna do it. You're gonna be screen accurate.
I was, and they're selling like the
Screen
body
accurate
suit with it. They sell the fat suit with it. I don't need it. So you can just keep that part and just give me the rest of it. I already have the fat suit built in.
Yeah.
Gotta get the dreads.
Tommy's in a dad bod calendar, just so you know.
Ooh. Which month did you get?
He's October.
Yeah, yes. The best month.
It's not a dad bod, it's a father figure.
Wow.
That was awesome. Thank you for that. Well
I
done.
won't allow it.
Well done.
I do what I can.
So, Louis, convention, favorite best?
My favorite has probably been Boston Comic-Con 2 years ago. Boston Comic-Con had that's when I got to meet the Boy Meets World cast, and I actually worked the convention as a volunteer, as in they paid me, so I guess it's not a volunteer. But I worked the booth right outside of the photo op. So you go in, get your photo taken, then you come out of like the little chute, and they have the printers there where they print out the photo. And then we were like the booth right next to them selling picture frames in case you wanted to buy a picture frame for the photo. The cool part about that is where we were sitting is right by the back entrance to the photo booths. So every celebrity that was at the convention had to walk past our booth to go into the thing. So it was basically like a free meet and greet. They didn't stop really, but
high fives.
So John Travolta was there. And this was like right after he had shaved his head for the last movie that he did. So he's literally bald with like this awesome beard. He didn't even look like John Travolta, but you see like these old women coming out of the photo booths after getting their picture taken, and they're bawling their eyes out. They're crying, because they wore like their disco pants from Saturday Night Fever and stuff. And the entire cast of the Goonies was there. So that was really, really cool. Jason David Frank, I got to meet him. He's an idol of mine. So we got to have
he's one of us hardcore.
Yeah, I got to have a few minutes with him. Just a whole bunch of different celebrities and stuff. And every time they had to go to a panel or every time that they had to go to a photo booth, they walked right past us. Jackie's favorite actor dude, he was there too. What's that guy's name? Levi.
My favorite actor, dude.
Levi.
Zachary Levi. Shut up.
That dude is tall, man. He is ginormous.
Yes, Chuck is amazing.
But he had just got done doing Shazam, so he was like jacked. Like, I mean, dude was like his shirt was like bulging. It was like hard for him to keep his buttons together. Jackie would have fainted.
Yeah,
I don't think she would.
Yeah, that was a good convention weekend. I missed that. That was a couple years.
I Levi so much.
He was. We just rewatched. Well, the rewatch for me was my wife's first time watching Chuck, and she fell in love with him. Like even more. Like she likes him in the movies and stuff, but she was just like, he is amazing. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know why he doesn't get more roles.
He's on Broadway and he's a Disney prince.
Mm-hmm.
He went from like really geeky, skinny little guy to jacked superhero.
Like he's yeah.
Well, he really has that thing, right?
To be honest. But all the other things.
So, before we kind of wrap up here, I want to see what everybody's watching right now. With COVID,
did I win?
everybody's kind of stuck, and I want to see. What are you watching?
Did I win?
Oh no, Louis won.
Oh,
hey. You can have all my points.
Yeah,
you can have.
And now Jay Quellen won. Hey,
I give her all my points.
Bravo.
Thank you.
You guys,
do you have a victory speech ready, Jay Quellen? Little thing you want to say to the people, us little folk.
Oh, she's shy.
I am kind of a giant. everyone's little folk to me.
But no, I got to give it to you guys. It was a great game of trivia. And Casey, good questions, man.
Yeah.
You as well, Mick.
I like the production. I like the clips. That was really cool. I like all that.
I went for it. I went in hard today, and I was like, I'm going to find some funny clips of each thing. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
You did well. You did very, very well. That was very impressive. That's awesome.
Well, we loved having you guys on today. Like, you guys are awesome. Your show
radical.
is awesome. Everybody needs to check out Circle of Nerds. Do it now. Do it after the show ends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
After the show ends, we're on break at the moment, so just wait. It's okay. It's not live. We're here right now, so
Okay.
January 29th ish. We will make our We're making our season premiere. Will be then.
Oh yeah, but I mean, we got stuff up there for you guys to listen to now. So I am a big proponent of go back and check out the fun stuff. Go check out all the shows. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Do y'all have actually a favorite show people should check out for the first one?
Oh God, probably episode 1. Well, it's actually episode 0. We call that one episode 0 because it was just so bad. It was.
I'm not even on that one.
Neither am I.
That's not worth it. Oh, it's definitely not worth it then.
That's why
it's the best one.
Okay, can I tell you though? So people that I know who have wanted to like dive in and start watching the show, everyone I've talked to, all 2 of them, start with the Darth Jar Jar episode and love it.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's where I shall begin.
I think Louie and I will. I think we agree on this. Honestly, I think the best episode was probably the Teletubbies versus Care Bears debacle. I mean, it was a slobber knocker. Jay Quellen wasn't with us yet, but this was it damn near went to fisticuffs. I mean, we were put them up. It was heated, and it was just one of those things that just happened.
We had stats. We had like statistics. We even mentioned the Sun Baby and how the Sun Baby would apply to the powers of the. Yeah, it was.
I mean, it was. I mean, obviously the Care Bears got their asses handed to them. However, but the Teletubbies had an unfair advantage. So
the giant sun god baby.
Well, the premise was the Teletubbies were actually they're like intergalactic, like super space warriors. And that was what we see on the Teletubbies show is just their training routine. So they start them young and they're training. That's all it is. And they're like, I always say they're like the intergalactic Viet Cong because they always like appear out of bushes, right? They're always like popping up out of bushes and then just
yeah, they're just little rays of Charlie.
Yeah, but don't the Care Bears have like powers?
And then they have like the hole in their body, right? Which is like a black hole. They have like captured children and stuff inside of it.
Yeah, so who knows what kind of interdimensional things? It's almost like the prison from Superman 2.
Yes.
That's what their bellies are.
Like the Forbidden Zone. So think about it. You're invading like Teletubby land, right? As a Care Bear. And these little fuckers just jump out of the bushes, grab you, put you into their belly. You're done.
Well, thanks for the nightmare fuel, Tommy. Great.
They teleport you to the baby son. That's what they do.
I think what we're forgetting is that yes, they may be intergalactic beings, but when it comes to the Care Bears, they're still bears. So at the end of the day, what do you want to be locked in a room with? An intergalactic being or a bear?
A bear.
Can't do nothing in the Forbidden Zone. I
would never want to be locked into anything with a Teletubby. Fuck that.
See, whenever you mention that baby in the sun, I think of that one level of Mario Brothers where the sun starts like attacking you in the desert.
Oh yeah, wasn't that Mario 2?
Mario 3.
Oh,
So Tim asked what Nunu. What
I know Nintendo. Ask me about NES. I got you.
So, Nunu was there to help train them, and Nunu could weaponize anything. The tubby custard, the little tubby pancakes, all that stuff. Nunu could weaponize that. He wasn't just their nanny. He was a weapon. He was there to guide them through the process. He was like the armorer, if you will.
I see Nunu almost more as the alpha from Power Rangers.
Right.
Aye, aye, aye.
All right,
Yeah,
here's
but
the
Nunu
news right now. Because
Nunu
I'm
wasn't a
Team
bumper.
Care Bear down here with Louie.
Team Care Bear. Oh, yes, James.
And also think about it. If the Teletubbies are that powerful being young, what happens when they grow? When they get more training? And also, that's an infant son that we see. What about the adult version of it?
Oh my god.
Yeah, the adult version doesn't have a job now.
It's actually, it imploded and became a black hole, and it's a couple nebula
Which is
over.
even worse. That's even worse.
Well, I love stuff
Oh,
like
man.
that, and that's why everybody should be checking out Circle of Nerds. You guys are awesome.
We're
Yeah, you
freaking
guys are
out.
great.
We're running away from Circle of Nerds. No, run to us.
You guys are always welcome back on anytime. We
Absolutely.
love having
This
you
was
here.
fantastic. Appreciate you all.
Yeah, I had a lot
And
of
you as
fun.
well. We need to get you guys on the show as well. So
we'd love to,
we
absolutely.
will discuss. We just revamped our entire thing, so we're trying to weaponize Nunu. See that? Someone called the Space Force.
Tim knows what's up.
I know.
Let's see how the Space Force is doing as of tomorrow. That'd be like the one thing Biden should never take away.
Space Force.
It's a Space Force. We need to keep that.
Heck yeah.
The movie literally got a copyright for the name, so the government would have to change their name. I love that so much.
But you guys, I have really enjoyed every moment of this. This has been amazing. Everybody go to the descriptions, check out their site, circleofnerds.com. Go follow them at Circle of Nerds. Jason over here, who runs 3 Geeks, says this was great. Can't wait to check out the Circle of Nerds.
Thanks, Jason.
Jason's a good guy, fun show too. So remember, everybody, on thescenesnobs.com, you can go, you can check out all of our shows. Tomorrow night we have live BTB podcast 7:30, and then Jeff DeWoskin presents Crossing the Streams tomorrow night at 9:30. Go check out thescenesnobs.com for a whole list of shows and schedule, and we will talk to you guys later.
Be kind to each other.